Next class in Adobe After Effects, zigzag modifier. Okay, the modifier that was the last one. So first try to understand. So what is that? What is zigzag in After Effects? It's a modifier, right? The zigzag operator in Adobe After Effects is a powerful shape modifier used to procedurally add a series of short or sharp angles or smooth waves to a path, such as a line, circle, or any custom shape. It is found in the Add menu for shape layers and allows users to create complex geometric shapes and dynamic animations without manually drawing every point. So, key properties and functionality. The zigzag modifier provides several parameters that can be adjusted and animated. In that, what are the parameters? The first one is the size. Controls the height or depth of the zigzags from the original path. Increasing this value makes the spikes or waves more pronounced. The second parameter, ridges per segment, determines the number of peaks and valleys along the path. Higher value results in more frequent smaller zigzags, while a lower value creates fewer larger ones. Okay, the next the parameter, so points. The setting changes the style of the corners. The two options are: the corner creates sharp angular points characteristic of a traditional zigzag. The second point is smooth. It creates a wavy sine wave like pattern by rounding the points. So where we use actually for the common use cases, the zigzag modifier is a versatile tool used in various motion graphic applications. So creating waves, to create waves by setting the points to smooth and animating the size and ridges per segment. You can easily generate animated waves or a wavy background. Geometric shapes. It can transform a simple circle into shapes resembling a star, cross, or a certificate seal by adjusting the settings. So dynamic lines, when combined with other shape layers, operators like trim paths. So here we have to combine along with the zigzag, you have to combine the trim paths. There you will create or repeater. Okay, trim paths are repeater. You can create complex, trendy and looping animations such as self-drawing lightning bolts or animated borders, right? So let us check all this. First open this After Effects. So let us create this composition, new composition. Yeah, here can create one shape, rectangle, a square. Okay, there here, see there is a shape layer here. Okay, their contents are there. There is a add button. Click on this. See, these are all the modifiers. The last one, it is a zigzag. By adding the zigzag button, some zigzagness it is already added. So here open the zigzag parameters. Here these are the parameters. So the size is there, ridges per segment, or points are there. The size means this is the size. Okay, and ridges per segment. So see here. So how many ridges you want? Less or more? And suppose there are points are there. Suppose here the corner and smooth is there. Right now in default it is showing in corner. So make it smooth. It is converted into smooth. Okay. Suppose if you play this one, see it cannot play anything because along with this we have to use some other properties. Suppose here there are the properties are there. Here we have So properties, by changing this you can animate this one. Suppose here we are adding the scale, sorry not scale, suppose rotation, here it is 0, and you can change this to some other place, and here I am adding with this much. If these is, see the zigzagness is added to that one. Okay, I am using Control Z. Okay, with this, if you add the trim paths here, so this is the trim path. If you add that one, the trim path is added. So open the trim path here, and suppose the start point is 0. This is the 0 start point, and place here somewhere, and change this to this much. Now play this one. You can keep this work area up to here. Now see this one. Now the end, suppose the end position, if you want to add the end position, you can add the end position here. Suppose it is in 100. Other position, if you change this one, here it is creating. Now see this one. By adding the trim paths with the combination, you can animate this one. You now see there is an offset values there. This is the offset. The value is here 0. And the other side, you can change this to this much. Okay, by adding the trim paths, you can animate all these things. Okay, so for time being, delete this one. I deleted. This time using this pen tool, and here to here, and draw one a straight line. Okay. Now where the zigzag is added. The size, you can increase the size. The ridges also can increase and decrease. The points, you can convert the smooth if you want. Now you can add these trim paths. Okay. So there in trim paths, use this start point here, and the other side you can add this one. Now you can play this one. Now here the end point, here I am giving the 100, and the other side you can change this to this much. Now see, from both sides it is creating change the offset value here. The other side also you can change the offset value. And you can keep these trim paths over on the zigzag. Okay, based on your the position where you place the trim paths, the result will be depends. See, some kind of electric effect it is creating. Now if you change the values, that will apply to other side. So now it is beautiful, right? Very interesting, right? So this kind of some motion graphics will create with this zigzag.